111 reading for the new moon in Capricorn. It is a predictive video. The reason why I chuckled there is because it was a request and many of you wanted to see what energies are going to come out for the new moon. It is interesting because it focuses on how you want to change in the new year, whether it's business, yourself, what are the events coming up. It might even pick up some of those events. So let's see what's coming in. New or old love. I also want lifestyle in this particular reading. No communications, very heavy. So, and big-eyed too on that one. Big-eyed, I should say. New moon in Capricorn 111. It also signifies via angel number that it is a new beginning. All those ones are very amazing to see. It's also a synchronicity that's pretty rare when you see all ones. And let's get this ready for the sign of Libra. This is for 111 and it's coming up soon. So new moons are interesting. They're different than a full moon because you get to set priorities in place. Also, if you want to manifest, it's a good time to do so during a new moon. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Cups. We take the top three cards. The Sun, very interesting 111 reading coming up. We will see here what this Leo energy is. If you guys look at the artwork too, I'm catching something. The vibe is upbeat. The vibe is clarity. And also it can be brought in by new individuals that you're meeting too. Okay. I don't see anything old here other than a King of Swords. But that can just be you because you're air. Okay. You are an air sign. Gemini differs from you because their communication seems to be on a different par. Aquarius seems to go inward, but they're still very talkative too, very expressive. Aquarians are. You'll notice that Aquarius sign is also pretty popular amongst their friends. They usually have a big friend group. Gemini is just very much like this in person, but they're also idea driven. You'll find Geminis are rather creative. We also have, there's another king here, King of Cups, that's significant during 111 and the moon. Okay, so this is a new moon. There's still some things being revealed to you, some things hidden in the background of your story. Okay, King of Pentacles at the bottom. This could be an incoming person. Also, if we look at it in terms of pentacles, that's strange because now there's a divine match that I pulled up. That's why I love to do these videos live and in the energy that's coming up. So we have a divine match. When it's pentacles, they are charged towards each other. And the Capricorn sign is this young lady off to my right hand side. That's the Queen of Pentacles. She's Capricorn. Okay, so we even have Capricorn in the reading checked out, also with a Page of Swords. I just want to mention this is the ending card. If I have 9 here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, you have one more. I have to get one more for it to be complete. Wheel of Fortune. There's some good energy coming your way during the full moon in Capricorn. More if it's in your chart. If it's not in your chart, don't worry about it. If you do have Capricorn somewhere in your big three, it will affect you. The energies that you see here are going to happen, okay? I do think overall, you and the Queen of Pentacles, you have a soft charge towards life, okay? Some people are noticing that this is more and more coming out of you. Creativity, also how you deal with stability and how you work, because Capricorn is a hardworking sign. 111, that's coming up too, January 11. Page of Swords, okay, curious to what you're doing. There are people around you who are friends, family, foes. Just kidding. There's also foe that's interested in you, FOE. Everybody's interested in what you're up to during this time. It's captivity. It's alluring. I'm also picking up, aside from being, you know, captivated by you, Libras, because the Page of Swords generally is a group of people that are interested in what you're up to. It can be a curious environmental energy, or sometimes this is you just picking up something that drives you. And I think that you find what that is, okay? I'm going to put this off to the side because I have to do clarifications. You do have a King of Swords here who appears to be a person of the past. I don't think it's a current person you're dealing with, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think this is the embodiment of someone that still creeps up on your energy. There can be a brutality or like an anger from this authoritative person. So that's why I want to check it out, because the relation to you is really important in this particular read. Okay, I also think that people are drawn to you via how you look on the outside. During Capricorn season, they're also looking intimidating. Whenever you meet a Capricorn, they might have an intimidating, strong persona. You are coming off as that vibe in 111. There's an Empress quality meeting with the Queen of Pentacles, and she's actually here in your reading, okay? So with that pull up, and I pulled her up to show you, you have a divine match. Now, whether this is someone attracted to you or you have romance coming, we're going to do some tea leaves because we have to during this reading. It's kind of a naked reading without the tea leaves. Who's the King of Swords, please? King of Swords, and potentially this King of Cups is past too, but we'll go forward and we'll kind of see what's going on here. Eight of Swords. What is this? The moon came out again. Cancer and Pisces energy. It's all the things that we don't know. It can be an undecided energy. I do feel like you have compassion towards whoever the King of Swords is, but you also don't know what's going on behind the scenes, if I can mention that. On the 11th, I feel like you get some sort of clue as to what that is, okay? We also have the King of Swords, clarifying the King of Swords. There's definitely, if it's not an air sign, it's a King of Swords. You have it twice in this reading. This is from the what is this clarifier deck? The Witches, and then you also have it in the Mermaid Tarot, okay? And I want to show you how they depict them very differently. It's the same card essentially, but we got some air fever here. It could be the type of contact too that they've had with you. A King of Swords and no communication usually is the one who doesn't speak. They hold in all of their emotions. I do get like a Seven of Swords vibe, like someone is deceitful in this case, or they haven't been very forthcoming with you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's of that same feeling, air vibe. Can I get what this person is doing so Libra may know? You only have one card, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this person hides the fact that they actually want a good relationship to you. The Wheel of Fortune is changing of events, change the relationship to you, or destiny and fate. They want you to turn around and see them, essentially. I also think alternatively, the Wheel of Fortune is also yours because you have it in your personal reading here for your main card draw. Why does Libra, in the Capricorn new moon, what is this amazing energy with two Wheel of Fortunes? And mind you, it's not a minor arcana. This is big deal sauce. This is the spaghetti sauce of your entire reading. Four of Wands, you call in a new commitment. If that commitment is to yourself as a single, you call this in. The Four of Wands is for you. But I also feel like you might be meeting someone, okay? I'm going with gut instincts. I think that someone you're highly attracted to. I feel like it's not a past person. I feel like you establish some type of new talking engagement or you commit to something. That's the Four of Wands, 111. Okay, let's look at your Sun card. What I got from this is very humorous. It's a lifestyle change. I also feel like there's positivity looming. By that time, by 111, you find what this sort of crisp happiness is. It comes in like, I don't know why I got crisp, but that's the sound I heard. So you might already have hints or feelings of what this is. I want to describe the card here, aside from the channel that I got. There's two children playing underwater if you were to look at it in terms of like a Little Mermaid scenario. And we also have tortoises, which are very, very rare to be finding in this clear water. Looks Bahamian, or it looks like it could be somewhere like kind of near Bora Bora, okay? Or something, Tahiti. And we see here that they are relishing in conversation. They're sharing and they're looking at all the beauty looming around them. I think you find like somebody to share ideas with, or it's a conversation. And I did see a movie about this. I saw like a vlog as well about a family doing this together. I'll link it at the bottom too because I'm getting feelings from this particular family I watch on YouTube. But you have that going on. It's a crisp new happiness by the time that new moon sets. So do your intentions now because it's already the 6th, okay? We're only 5 days away from that new moon. What's the Three of Cups? What's the Three of Cups to the Sun? What is that for, particularly for Libra sign? It is the shadow side. You come out of the shadow side, which is shadow work. Also, this card, it speaks about good karma and bad karma, okay? It speaks about that, how you've worked through that. if there's no more bad karma in the air as well, and you've tended to stay away from things that were toxic, okay? That's a special card in this deck. It's actually a descriptor card. So you overcome that. May I know why? Can I know why by the new moon? Justice, okay? Something is returned to you. Karma is reaped for something that happened, I'm getting. You know of this happening because it's very particular to your life. Justice is you, and you ruled the courts here. I feel like something is returned to you. I also think that you might be feeling in this reading that it's something that was stolen. And I hate to say it, but it's the message I have to deliver. Don't shoot the messenger. The Justice card, you find that things come back to you as well. It could be like, I get there's relationships that even come back to you. I feel like all the wrongs are righted. I do think it's a mix of manifestation, but I also think somebody comes forward and reveals like justice was always, like you were correct about it in a sense. Okay, let me clarify that before I speak on it. Before I speaks on the Justice card, which is tarot, would you tell us what that is? The Page of Pentacles. So it's an opportunity to start over. I also think you're reinvesting, and you do it in an organized way coming up on the new moon. That's why I think all these lists and you diarying and journeying your entire documentation of your life thus far, starting over, begins with this Page of Pentacles. And I think you even throw some monetary funds on that. You might be investing in something that benefits you mentally, spiritually, and also physically. Like maybe it's something to deal with your body too. All right, and those are specific. You will know if you've already planned and prepped for that. Page of Pentacles. Can I clarify why justice is coming in on that like pagey level? The Magician, you've been manifesting. Okay, the new moon is going to be a good time again to do that. I'm not pressuring any of you, like everything's free will, obviously, but you come in with an idea, okay? Whether this is a lucrative idea to start a business with a friend, this is coming in as financial advice, or you start to do something that you set out to do a long time ago. And I feel like you've been thinking about it, but resources, funds, and other allocations in your life have been holding you back, okay? Or we create excuses for not doing it. But this is around the time where you start to manifest it, which is 111, the portal. So that's what the Sun reveals. And I also think it's something about relationships, okay? I'm going to repeat it because I feel like it's relationships to people. Can I see the Wheel of Fortune, that major arcana? And can I double clarify? Should I move decks? Yeah, I probably should. The High Priest is at the bottom of the deck, and it's the male High Priest. For 111, what's the Three of Cups? That might be a card you do see around that time again. You could be getting out more. Again, I spoke about it yesterday. You have your voice that's coming in with the Wheel of Fortune to the Sun to the Three of Cups. Your voice is coming in, your ideas are coming in. You could have a great money idea, okay, to create some passive income, some new income for yourself, because Capricorn is about that. It's about full steam ahead, moving things in order with organization to it too. Okay, prediction. Can I see the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune to the Three of Cups. The Six of Cups, it's something that you left behind, okay? It was a good idea then. It might be a good idea now, essentially, with the Six of Cups. Nostalgia. So, for example, because I don't have a better one, if you had a plan to go back to dentistry school, let's just use it as an example, and the dentistry school was in the past, you have a liking to go back and rediscover if it's still worth your time, if it will create better income for you, or you think about the little details, Libra, about AI too, and the revolutionary new earth we go into in the next few years. They say it begins in 2030, where everything is automated and everything is done for us. So you're looking at careers too that you had long forgotten. If you want to switch careers here, it's very much about that Capricorn energy of moving ahead, but doing it with balance and organization. And Capricorns, if you've ever dealt with one, I just got off the phone with a Capricorn an hour ago. She's a family member. They're very headstrong. It has to be done their way, okay? And I also feel like they have a bit of this nostalgia in their sign too. They love to look back at the past and ideas. Are they a nostalgic sign? Not so much. They're very much about moving ahead and on to the next, but they do have this in their career sector. They go back and revisit things of yore, okay? They like their yesterdays better than their tomorrows. So we see here that the world is closing out a chapter of pain, potentially like strife in the past with financial disabilities. I also feel like if you weren't allowed to move around a lot, the world can signify that you're closing it out because you see the opportunities and they're being offered to you. If the latter is happening and it's not being offered to you, you still closed it out and you have the ability to go look for them, research them, and be a page of swords yourself, okay? There's still a lot of time to do that too. Capricorn energies for 111. What's that 3 of Cups in the final stretch and conclusion? Oh, the 4 of Pentacles, which is also Capricornian, and we have the Chariot. I told you guys you're going to see this before Aquarius enters Pluto, which is a very nice transition for us Libras. It works well because Aquarius is an air sign. The Chariot card asks that you keep going ahead, okay? Because if you don't, you will find that in your energetic space, you might feel like everybody utilizes this time to move ahead. And the Chariot is actually for Libras today to take note of, because you are one of the cardinal signs along with Capricorn. You do very well when you cancel out the bad, okay? Big card to see, and I feel like it truly is your conclusion. Anything that creates movement, anything that's positive for your body, mind, and soul, you're working with those energies now, okay? And I feel like a lot of you that are over love reads, over very sensitive reads too, this is like the body of motion that you carry along with that Ace of Wands that we see in current reads. The 4 of Pentacles is somebody around you that holds on to the idea that things can be fixed. I think this comes in romantic. It's not so much for the delay of the new moon coming in. This is like an old energy that really wishes you would see their point of view. So let's see this Capricorn. It's actually Capricorn, so let's check that out. Can I see that? Knight of Pentacles. They're only going to slow you down. They're only going to slow you down and where you're headed to. I see here like a locomotion, and that's the word that's coming to me, but I also see energy. There is somebody who likes to slow you down, and I think this is confirming for a couple of you. A Knight of Pentacles on a Saturday doing a Capricorn read. This will be very beneficial that you kind of take a break or even leave this behind. Many of you know that Knight of Pentacles too. What is the world's and what is Libra being led to? This is the big finale for 111, Ace of Wands. We had phonetically called it out. If you ever look at a card and look at its detail, you might associate it to a scene of your life or something very photographic in your lens at this time. What does your life look like in January 2024? I feel like this Ace of Wands, not to get cheesy again, but you look at it in a magical sense. I do think that you're in control now, and you're in control of the things that you want to do. If you want to start a family, you're getting prepped for that. If you're starting a new career and you're leaving an old one, let's say you were an RN or a nurse or a teacher, and you're moving on to something a little bit more at home, you might be seeing that a little bit clearer now in your visions. And if you're an empath on the channel, which all of you are, you're seeing that this can be done with small little baby steps, and they're lucrative and they're money making as well. Okay, Ace of Wands is a new beginning. All of the aces are, and you have the one here of productivity and opportunity. I also think like people are going to present you with Ace of Wands activities too, and their moves towards you, romantically maybe even, but for the most part you'll be able to tell the real from the fake. You'll also be able to tell what intention looks like. Okay, so 6 of Cups here. I also think you're going back in the past. You could use the Ace of Wands to go back in the past to your 6 of Cups, because that's a beautiful energy in and of itself. You're going back to the past to see what did work. And I think you give it, maybe you don't live in it, but you give it a second try. Excuse me, it's been a long day. Lots of personals today. You give it a second chance. And that is where I feel like Maybe that's where your balance is too, is a bit of nostalgia. You might go back there for just a mere moment and see if it's worth it. So you'll see a little bit of that energy. Can I see the Chariot too? Chariot, Major Arcana. Thank you so much. You have 2 here. You've got 2, the Page of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. It's a time where the 5 of Pentacles can be that you felt left out in the cold in the past by a particular situation. Maybe you really felt that somebody just ignored your feelings, or they didn't treat you in the 6 of Pentacles, which is generosity, which is the card above this. The 5 of Pentacles, all of us have felt this. We all have different definitions of what feeling left out in the cold has been, and it changes once you move. Okay, that's why we clarify this little guy here, because once you move away from it energetically and you don't allow it in your space, boundaries also, you tend to get more movement. Okay, and once you put this into practice in the 3D, you feel it and you see it better in Capricorn season, which is this whole entire month essentially. And we got the Page of Swords. You are becoming the student, okay, of life. It's like re-entering university and re-entering the things that you love. It could be language. Some of you could be traveling to meet other people and see how other people live too. If you have the funds here to go travel, that could be a peak of interest too as 111 rolls in. If you cannot travel for some reason and you're very, very stationary, I want to add in this part too that the Chariot can mean physical movement in your town. You can find a new place to work out at, a new environment where you hang out with your friends. Or if you're a solo Libra here, you create movement by just delegating tasks and productivity throughout your day. You will find that this changes your life into February and March. You will find that it gives you different results. I think some of you are already at the cusp of finding that. It's already being seen. Manifesting has been happening because we saw that in the Magician. I sense that sometimes people don't believe in you as much as maybe you believe in yourself. I also get a tone of that, okay? But for very few of you, the thing is you don't need anyone's approval with the Chariot. You can continue to move on without anybody just saying anything in your ear. Page of Swords just seems to be your intriguement on new things happening, okay? You're intrigued by new things happening, and also be able to take a break sometimes and live in it, right? Live in this Page of Swords. It also can be a new youthful you with that page. I leave you with the 111 reading. If these are some of the goals that you've set, leave me a message today. Tell me what you're getting into. I want to hear back interactively what you're looking up, what you're studying. If you're not so much of the Page of Swords here, and you've definitely moved on to new, tell me what that is in the comments below. I want to hear what your new adventures are panning out to be as well. I want to thank you for your time, you guys. I'm going back into personals now. I will say I might see you just tomorrow. It was a lovely no communication, and this video too. I've had a blast with all of you today. I'll see you tomorrow, and you take care, okay?